I just said, mommy's got a lump in her breast that has to be removed. Mommy's going to be okay, but she's going to need a lot of time to rest.
When I got my second diagnosis, that's when it hit me, and I realized, oh my gosh, I really have cancer.
I just was in a panic and didn't know what to do.
You have to make decisions in a short amount of time.
And I just thought, I have to be strong. No one else can be strong for me.
I am a registered nurse. I have a daughter who is 8 and a son who is 5 years old. I was diagnosed on January 20th, 2021 with stage 1 invasive ductal carcinoma.
I've been married for 28 years to my wonderful husband, Danny, and we have 2 children. I was diagnosed with breast cancer at the age of 43 in 2015. My diagnosis was that I had breast cancer stage 1 in my left breast and breast cancer stage 2B on my right breast.
I've been married to my husband for 18 years. We have 1 daughter who's 25, a 20-year-old son, 17-year-old daughter, a 15-year-old son, and 2 crazy dogs. In October of 2020, I was diagnosed with breast cancer and I was 56 years old. The 2 tumors that they found were in the right breast.
My husband Rich and I live in New York, where we enjoy different hobbies year-round.
It was actually on Valentine's Day. I was diagnosed with DCIS, so stage 0 breast cancer in my left breast.
I was first diagnosed in 2008. The second time I was diagnosed in 2020, surgery January of 2021, another IDC. Same breast, but different side of the breast.
I sat down with my surgeon and I really liked her approach. She laid things out in a very analytical way, which is what works with how I think. She literally took a sheet of paper and wrote down options. My decision was to have a mastectomy with no reconstruction. The reason I chose not to have reconstruction is when I looked at the additional risks of the added surgeries, it just wasn't worth it to me.
When I was given the choice of a lumpectomy, I decided to go with that at first because at first they didn't think that my cancer was as invasive as it was and that they could get clear margins. And we tried that option, and unfortunately we didn't get clear margins. So I had to get a bilateral mastectomy. So my care team, when I told them that I didn't want reconstruction, they were all very hesitant about that and didn't understand why that this was my decision. It's not a very as common of a decision as having reconstruction. And they even tried to tell me that I wouldn't look and feel like a woman. But I had to be firm, and I wanted to stick with what felt right for me.
So I chose to have a double mastectomy with reconstruction, just based on the fact that if I'm having one breast removed, breast tissue removed, I wanted to have the same for the other, just to have symmetry and not have the fear of breast cancer showing up in my left breast as well.
I said lumpectomy, of course, because less surgery. There were no reconstruction options given to me by the surgeon. By reconstruction, I think more of when you have a mastectomy. But with a lumpectomy, I was unhappy with the outcome and the way it looked. And I decided on my own that I was going to get plastic surgery.
I decided to have the lumpectomy mostly because it's least invasive as opposed to removing my whole breast. I would have liked my doctor to mention reconstruction for a lumpectomy because I feel like they only talk about it if you're getting a mastectomy. Hearing that they got all the cancer out, I just fell to the ground and I just started crying. I just felt a release, just a complete release. Just of every negative thought I was thinking that day.
When you find out you've got cancer, go into research mode and find out everything you can.
Part of my research started very close to home because my sister had breast cancer 12 years ago.
I talked to other breast cancer survivors.
I talked to my sister, who is also a breast cancer survivor. I talked to other women, friends, and people online about their surgery decisions.
Oh, Breastcancer.org is one of the very, very best places to go.
Being on this journey, I have met some pretty amazing women.
We're all here to support each other.
The biggest thing that I would say to women is to be true to yourself. The decision is ultimately yours.
Read a lot, ask a lot of questions, make your decision, and then go forward knowing you made the best decision you could.